Welcome to this guide on how to ruin your life. This is a video of what not to do unless you want to predict your own downfall. Having a fear of failure mindset. Now this is something that I massively used to have. I would jump headfirst into things and then I would immediately stop because I was terrified of it failing, and I would rather it be I've quit than this thing hasn't worked. So that is a massive life inhibitor. If you're constantly afraid that something negative might happen from this, or it might not go the way that you wanted, or you might technically fail in the eyes of other people, you are just never going to start things that you actually want to do, and you are ultimately failing anyway because you're never going to do the things you actually want to do in life. Your failure is never trying. Not trying to do things is a failure in itself. So living in a mindset where you have this constant fear of failure is just a massive ironic loop, really, because you are failing yourself by not even trying. If you're looking for a way to ruin your life, how about not even starting it? Keep your toxic relationships. I feel like all of us have had at least one toxic relationship in our lifetime, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship in the sense of a romantic relationship. That can be family, friends, whatever. So if you are somebody and you think, oh yeah, if I look around my circle of friends or the circle of people that I'm around on a daily basis and it isn't so healthy, maybe you need to address that. So I think in every video I've ever made, I've spoken about decluttering human beings. It's something that I massively stand by. Does it make me look like a little bit of a cutthroat person? Probably. But ultimately it does get to a point where you have to think, what are the positives of having this person in my life? There's always going to be some negatives. Like, humans are annoying. We're all annoying. I'm annoying. You're annoying. It's okay, but are there positives? Like, is this person good to be around? What are the good things that this person brings? And what are the good things that I bring out in that person? If you can't think of anything and this person just constantly makes you feel rubbish, why are they in your circle of people you want to be around? There is no point having toxic relationships and people in your life if you are wanting to do positive things in your life. And like I've said before in other videos, it doesn't mean that you or the other person is in the wrong. It might just mean that you two are not two human beings that are meant to be chilling out together. You're meant to be in separate rooms. Procrastination. Now, I have ADHD, and procrastination is both my best friend and my worst enemy. I am a serial procrastinator. I do everything until last minute, or I have a bit of a habit of overthinking things so much that I kind of panic myself and go back into that fear of failure mindset. So procrastination definitely goes hand in hand with fear of failure. It can be one of the reasons that you do procrastinate, or it can just be in your personality. You might have ADHD, you might just, whatever, you procrastinate, okay? All of us have done it at some point. Some will do it more than others. But it is a huge delay in getting anything done that you want in life. So very much like that fear of failure, you are delaying any positive things happen. You are delaying any results, any outcomes from those things that you are putting off. You're probably stressing yourself out. Addressing procrastination and understanding why it is that you procrastinate and trying to get to the root cause of that is going to be really helpful for you. You're going to be able to address those root issues and hopefully minimize the amount of time you spend procrastinating. I'm not saying every second of the day needs to be productive. You need to be getting loads of things done and have that hustle culture. Absolutely not. But if you feel like you are somebody who procrastinates a little bit too much, then trying to understand the root cause of that is going to be a huge benefit to you when it comes to understanding how to stop procrastinating and how to go after the things that you want in a reasonable time frame and not scrolling for 5 hours before you actually get up. Another way to ruin your life is to just constantly have negative self-talk. So I really get annoyed by the fact that if you are somebody who is confident, or you have a lot of confidence in yourself, or you think positively about yourself, society seems to think that that's a really bad thing, and like it's not good to like yourself. It's much more accepted to speak badly about yourself. Like, there's so many interactions, and I found myself doing this, where somebody will pay you a compliment and your response is to put yourself down. Like, you look really nice today. Oh yeah, it's just the makeup. Or you look so nice in that photo. Oh, it's a filter. Or, oh my god, you did really good on this project. Yeah, but it was a group effort, like everybody else kind of helped me. I really didn't have that much of an input. That is far more acceptable than somebody going, oh my god, you look lovely today. And be like, oh my god, I know. I looked in the mirror and thought, god, you look good today. People are going to think you're vain. They are going to think they're much more likely to have a negative reaction to that, which really winds me up, because if you are constantly thinking negative about yourself, and I was for a really long time, it took a lot of effort sadness, etc., to work through that. I'm definitely not still through it, but it's something that I'm definitely more aware of now. Ultimately, if you're constantly thinking bad about yourself and you don't have any positive things to say about yourself and you're lacking that confidence, how are you meant to live a life that is positive? Like, those two things I don't feel can kind of work hand in hand. Having a lack of confidence in yourself is going to be a barrier for so many things. For example, if you are walking into a room and you're already not thinking very highly of yourself, you think that everybody else in that room is better than you, or you don't have the confidence to approach them, you're going to walk in looking down at your phone. That's then going to give negative body language and negative connotations to the people in that room. They're going to be like, okay, well, that person doesn't really want to interact with us. That person doesn't really want to be here. But if you walk into a room and you're confident and you're holding your head high and you're interacting, you're putting yourself into situations where perhaps you wouldn't naturally, because, I don't know, you don't feel like you're the smartest or the prettiest or the most interesting person in that room, you might miss opportunities for work. You might miss opportunities for friendships, for romantic relationships, for lots of different things. Like, I am a homebody. I would happily stay at home all the time, but I'm very aware of the fact that a lot of the opportunities that I've come across have been because I put myself in situations where perhaps I wasn't completely comfortable, or whatever it was, or I've had the confidence to walk into an interview, or I've had the confidence to walk into a conversation where, no, I didn't know everything, but I was confident and I acted confident. So not having appreciation and confidence for yourself, like I said, is a massive hurdle and something I would highly recommend working on if you feel like that is an area of difficulty for you. Not bothering with personal growth. So I'm going to assume if you're watching this video and you're subscribed to me, you probably are interested in personal growth, but I think there is a little bit of a habit of kind of watching loads of videos, listening to loads of podcasts, reading lots of books, but then not actually going anywhere with it, like not actually doing any of the things that are going to improve yourself. But you kind of feel like you're making a little bit of an effort because you're absorbing the content. But you actually have to do something with the content. So I am a massive advocate for kind of continuously learning, but that can be either learning in regards to your career, or that can just be learning more about yourself or learning more about life. I think the more you learn and develop as a person, the better life becomes. From my perspective, if you want to ruin your life, don't bother. Stay as you are. Don't try and develop yourself. Don't try and learn new things. Don't try and learn about yourself or the world or expand your horizons. Just stay where you are and just chill. I mean, I'm all for chilling, but we can all do that little bit extra, all right? So to recap, if you have a fear of failure, you like to procrastinate, you constantly talk to yourself negatively, and you prefer to stay as you are and never work on yourself, you've successfully ruined your life. But as this is the internet and sometimes irony is lost on people, obviously I am not advising to do that. Basically, these are habits and things that you probably shouldn't continue with, or you should address and try and work on. Just clarifying, because it's the internet. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, and hopefully I'll see you in another video very soon.